Alrighty, what is up, y'all? Spencer K back here for another episode of Civilization. We are playing on, the huge Earth as the U.S. And if you guys have missed previous episodes, you've missed a lot, man. This has been a fun series. It is Domination Victory only. This should be the final episode. We have conquered Asia, Australia, Europe, and Africa. 4 major continents here. We're down to the remaining 2 continents of North and South America. Now, this is fun. We do have a city. No, we don't. I thought we had a city. We have an ally here on North America of Stockholm. So, I mean, that's kind of getting treated like one of our own cities. But we actually don't own a city on North America at this time. But we ended last episode with a little bit of a cliffhanger, and I felt pretty bad for it. But we have staged our forces for an invasion in South America here, just off the coast, the eastern coast of South America in the Atlantic Ocean. And we also have a secondary invasion force off the west coast of North America, slightly smaller, but in the Pacific Ocean. Some quick information before we continue with the episode, guys. First, I want to mention how I kind of record these videos. I've mentioned it before, but I tend to record these videos in bulk. Like, I was able to knock out, I think, the first 3 episodes, like record them all back to back to back. I record when I have time, right? I work full time, have a brand new baby, all this stuff. My schedule is out of whack. If I get a day to record and edit, I try to go as hard as I can. So sometimes your feedback takes a couple episodes to actually make it into the video. And some of the biggest feedback I've had, and I fully agree with, I've kind of been doing this update style of content where I'm like, hey man, this is what's happened. Here's what I'm about to do. And I cut out all the action. I kind of cut out a lot of the stuff that you guys may want to see. So what I'm going to try to do during the actual turn, could talk during all the combat, all that action, and then mute, like just not talk at all during like updating my city, selecting buildings, and when the AI is going, unless I'm being attacked actively. But I'll try to switch up how I do the content slightly. I got some props for my commentary, though, so I really do appreciate that. A lot of you said some nice things, or a few of you said some nice things about my commentary. It means a lot, man. Anytime someone leaves constructive criticism, it means a lot. I try to, take it and use it as I can, if that makes sense. Take it with a grain of salt, I guess. Some of the information or feedback is like, yeah, not really for me, not my style, not how I want to do things. But some of it, like this, don't just come back and be like, here's an update, here's an update, here's an update. Just show the action and talk as I'm doing stuff. That's fantastic. Fantastic advice. I absolutely appreciate that. So we're going to try to do that this episode. Starting off, when we come back, or actually we're going to be attacked by the AI here, so we'll see what they do. That's crazy. I didn't get attacked a single time by North America. Once again, I haven't mentioned this. If this is your first episode in this series, I highly recommend going back to episode 1. You can play me in the background or whatever, just for noise. There's a lot of action. I mean, we've been at war basically every episode, I think, except episode 1. A lot of action, a lot of intense moments. I mean, it took a lot to get to where we are now. But if this is your first episode, or if you forgot, we are at war with the entire world. We've been at war with the entire world for like 2 or 3 episodes now. So no change there. But here we go with the action. I got another destroyer that has popped out of Washington. I think that was, yes. We're going to send him over, man. We're just going to blindly send him over, I guess, right here. And we will figure it out from there. Let's go ahead and get the invasion of the Americas underway. I think first and foremost, actually, let me go through all my cities so that I don't get teleported to my cities after every attack. Alrighty, I think I'm done with all the cities and all the building and stuff going on. But first and foremost, let's actually move our units. We have a tanker right here. We do have an AT crew, so we have a couple of ground units. Our Pacific front doesn't have a whole lot of ground units. Of course, it's going to take me over to the Atlantic fleet, which is kind of annoying. Let me see. Is it going to teleport me right back over? I'm just going to click that. Maybe it'll let me here. All right. First and foremost, man, let's start out with some bombers. Yes, sir. Let's do some bombing. Or actually, how much damage will this guy do? If I move you one more within range. Oh, it's a destroyer, not a cruiser. I thought it was a cruiser. So, yeah, he's not going to do any damage. Never mind. Let's do the bombers, man. I think this is going to do quite a bit of damage. May not be able to do it in one swoop here. It may take a couple of turns per city, but that's okay. That is absolutely okay. I think with our cruiser or destroyer here, we're going to be able to take these 3 cities on the coast. Actually, probably even this 4th city down here. And then our ground forces are going to be able to move in once they have a beachhead and start beating up all these other cities inland. I guess let's switch to the Atlantic fleet. I mean, that was basically it for the Pacific fleet because it is adamant about me fighting over here. Here is a cruiser armada. Let's go ahead and send it in here. That is going to completely wipe the defenses. I mean, these guys still have biplanes, so yeah, their defenses are probably not going to hold up against a modern armada here. Yeah, that is going to absolutely wipe it. We have another, oh, that's a destroyer. I was going to say, we do have another cruiser over here. Let's see, is that within range? Oh, it's going to, one cruiser. A singular cruiser is going to be able to wipe the remaining health off the city. And this city is within range of a destroyer victory right there. So our first captured city is going to be from China. We haven't even used our bombers over here. And mind you, I made a mistake. Yeah, because Cairo was within range of this bomber over here in Africa. This bomber right here was the only plane still in Africa within range of bombing a city or unit on South America. And I kind of choked that away by using my ships. But that's okay. A win's a win, man. We will take it. We still have 4 bombers in the Atlantic Ocean here that are ready to go. Let's grab the ship, pull him a little bit closer, help us with range. This ship's good, man. I like their location right there. We can see the city. Let's attack it. I think we are going to be able to get 2 attacks in this turn. I guess we will see here. Yeah, let's see. I want to see what damage it does first. I think I actually didn't look before the turn. Oh, yeah. One more bomber, and I think we're going to be able to knock that city out. I don't have a lot of units within range. Oh, here's one. We'll send the helicopter to make landfall there. We have a tank right here. He will make landfall. Well, let's do him up here to protect the northern side of Cairo. And then we have a modern or mechanized infantry within range. We have a lot of units over here invading South America. Look at that. We have a rocket artillery as well as another armor piece that we are going to be able to send within range. Let's bring this submarine down to the south to just check our flank for boats. As of right now, I am not seeing anything. I think the move with our southern flank here is we're going to work south, take out the southern tip of South America, and then probably shoot it north. I just have a bad feeling if I go north, they're going to get intermixed with my North American fleet or group, and then I'm going to kind of lose track of who's where. And we'll just knock out South America. I feel like we're going to win South America long before we win North America, just because of the amount of units I have down here. I mean, I have probably 3 times as many planes, 4 times as many ground troops, better ships all around. I feel like South America is going to be an easy victory. But let's keep that city here. We got another unit we can move within range. But with that, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this turn. So let's see if they do a counterattack. I don't see any units within range of a counterattack, but maybe they do. Yeah, we're not making peace, China. We are not making peace. We're probably going to get a couple. Yeah, I was going to say we're probably going to get a couple peace offerings here because I have officially made landfall on the American continents and captured a city. So yeah, I fully expected some peace treaties, but nope. As of right now, no counterattacks. Nope, we're not going to get one. Cool. That is good to know. Future tech, yep, we've been on that for a while. I will be back once I'm done with all the city production. Alrighty, I think I'm done with the city production. It's so hard to tell, but it's prompting me to move my carrier, which we are going to move a little bit closer within range. We got one more city to take out here, but I think I'm going to be able to knock it out right here. Yes, this helicopter is easily going to be able to take it. That is wonderful. So that's 2 cities already captured on the South American continent. Let's keep our submarine moving south, just checking for boats. There we go. We got 2 aircraft stationed here, both biplanes, so that is not going to be a concern for us. We're gonna have to move our tank crew in this direction. First off, let's what's going on here? Condemn heretic. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's oh, this is tricky. I could use a tank in order to attack these guys, but they are in a district, so I don't like my odds with that. So we're just gonna use a bomber because we have strength in the sky, baby. Let's use it to our advantage here. And then this tank, this modern armor, should be able to push right past it, open up whatever city's back here, and we should be able to bomb it next as well. Let's see. No, it's bombing the district. I am wrong. I forgot how this game works. Screw it, man. Let's bomb the district. I don't think I'm going to need the district, so I don't care if I completely destroy it. We will waste a couple of turns with bombers. I don't have any cities really unlocked, so, I mean, there's nothing else to bomb. So, now, this tank can not only make landfall, but he can actually go inland quite a ways, all the way over to here. Now, I don't know if I want him to go that far yet. I kind of want to open up. Oh, here's a city. Yeah, sweet. So, we just opened up a city here. We still got 2 more bombers. Let's go ahead and let's start by taking out... let's attack the city once. I got 2 bombers, so we'll use the second one to take out the knight, which seems extremely unfair, but we're moving in the right direction. We'll use this aircraft carrier up here to attack kind of whatever's north, and then this one here to attack the south. I think I'm going to send all my naval ships south as well. Yeah, let's send you south. Let's send you south. And those guys will kind of take out these two coastal cities as well as the destroyer. I may be able to attack this city with my naval units, but I will need a land unit to actually capture it. My destroyer cannot reach that city, so that is it. Now, here we go. Here's a land unit. We'll send him south with the fleet, and our destroyer here still has plenty of health, so we'll just keep him moving. That should work out perfectly. Our rocket artillery can officially make landfall. We will move our carrier... You know, this is a little risky. I don't have any protection to the north, so I don't want to really move them too far to the north. My only submarine is south right now. Like I said, I want to go south first, so I guess that makes sense why he's down there. But I don't have any other ships to support this carrier, so we'll just have to keep that in mind. This carrier has already made his movement. Keep that city, and with that, I guess we'll see if they counterattack us. I actually lied. I'm going to attack this district here just to knock it out. There's a unit there staring at me kind of funny. I just wanted to get rid of it. All right, now we'll see if they counterattack us. Oh, wait, no, I completely forgot about my Pacific fleet. I spent all that time on the Atlantic fleet, and we have a whole second prong invasion over here. Look at that. Things are going good, man. And when you're winning and you completely forget about half your military forces, I feel like that's a good thing. We completely forgot about it. I think... no, that's not going to be enough for Brisbane, I don't think, actually. I was going to say it is. Now, I forgot we got 3 nukes as well. That is funny. Our submarine may be able to do just a basic attack here. If I move him within range 1 more, how much damage is that going to do? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Let's do it. We got a second submarine here. I think if we use both of our submarines, we may be able to send our destroyer in and capture Brisbane as well. Oh, I thought they shot it down. It kind of looked like they shot it down. Maybe they didn't. I'm definitely not using nukes. We're just using normal missile attacks from a submarine. Nothing fancy. Let's see. Maybe that's just the animation for when it hits a city. Because it looked like they shot it down, but apparently they did not. Yeah, the destroyer's going to be able to take Brisbane. So Australia is going to officially lose its first city as well. And we haven't even used a bomber yet this turn. Over here. Look at that, man. Now, immediately, we're on the defense because all these barbarians, technically rebels that have been rebelling against the Australian government, are right outside of our city. So that's kind of eerie. Move our carrier a little bit closer, and we may be... Yeah, we're going to be able to open up this northern city. I was going to say, let's go ahead and attack it. If we couldn't open it up there, I was going to attack these barbarians. But no, we'll go ahead and attack this city up here. Get 2 of our bombers on the move. I already used one of the bombers, so no, that's our last bomber for this turn. And that's not going to do a ton of damage. That actually shocks me. I thought it would do a little bit more damage. But nope, we are good to go, man. We're going to go ahead and send this unit to the south. Kind of protect our southern flank. I got to remember what city-states we're at war with. I think we are at war with Brussels here. Yes, we are at war with Brussels for sure, so we just got to keep that in mind. If I can avoid... wiping them out, I would prefer to. I've been kind of nice to city-states this Let's Play, but, I mean, if they're going to fight us, then we have no choice. Here's a counterattack. We've been waiting for a counterattack for a while now. You knew it was coming. It's just going to be a couple of biplanes. They do not have much. This is Brazil, actually. These were Chinese cities that I believe I took initially. Or maybe this one was owned by the Arabians. I actually can't remember, but everybody is going to be attacking us. We are at war with every single one of them. Once again, no, sir. We are refusing that deal. Yes, we are attacking about to be 3 different cities at the same time. Yep, here comes Australia with their peace offering. No, sir. If we can capture these next 2 cities, I will ship my remaining bombers over to the South American continent. I just don't want to counterattack and then lose them or something crazy. I feel like that would annoy me. But all right, I will be back once I finish all this production. Alrighty, there we go. I think we are done with production. How much damage will this artillery piece do is a good question. It can attack this city. That does a lot of damage on the walls, the defense. Wow, that shocks me. That shocks me. That's going to take out, yeah, a good chunk there. So we may be able to use 1 bomber to knock out this city here. We got a tank and mechanized infantry unit within range. And that should leave 3 bombers for this city here. And this city down here is already almost wiped, so we aren't going to need 3 bombers. We're going to need 1. Just like that. We're probably going to use the remaining bomber to take out this knight here, because he's just chilling. Yes. Yep. This city is available to be taken, and this one looks like it is about to be as well. Yeah, so what a dominating start to this turn. There it goes. Yeah, it's a time game. It really is just a matter of time. I mean, I don't see anybody stopping us. There's no forces. I don't think anyone has like a secret force or armada or anything that is just waiting for us to get to a point to ambush us and counter. I don't think that's going to be a thing. I think it is just a matter of time, just slowly but surely taking all these cities. While we're at it, let's take this city as well. There is one, and there is two. We get a natural wonder, too. Look at that from taking that city. What a win. Holy cow, we got a lot. That was a big turn right there, I think. Not that it really matters this late in the game, but 2 more cities just like that. Sweet. Let's send our Navy south. We are not done. They are not going to be within range yet. But boy, are they getting close. Another turn or 2. Now our Navy's going to be within range of these southern Chinese cities. I think we're at war with this city-state as well. So we'll keep that in mind. Same thing applies. If I don't have to take them out, I won't. But I have a feeling we might have to. Let's move our carrier slightly closer. Move our helicopter closer as well. Maybe put him there. Yep, we open up Beijing. And we'll go ahead and heal this guy for a turn. Might as well. We got a submarine, actually. Submarine armada within range of an attack on... I'm going to call it Cyan. I don't know exactly how that's pronounced, to be honest. But it sounds right to me, so we'll roll with it. But let's see what a missile will do to this Chinese city here. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot, but that's okay. That is absolutely okay. Yep, let's go ahead and heal that guy. I mean, well, don't stop what's working, man. Let's go ahead and move our forces to the north here. Yep, we got Baghdad, funny enough, out of all cities. Oh, I don't like that. That looks like a battleship. And my carrier is unprotected. See, this is kind of what I was talking about. That's what's dangerous. I don't think this guy's within range of anything either, so we're going to have to move him down here to Cairo. And just hope that battleship doesn't see me yet. I don't know if he will. His range is going to be a lot less than my aircraft carrier. So we will see. I don't think he's going to be able to sink my aircraft carrier, but it's probably not going to be pretty. Now, I was just talking about, I don't think anyone has anything that could counter me. Something as stupid as that could absolutely counter me and really slow me down. You imagine they take out 2 carriers, or a carrier, right? That cripples my fleet big time. But I have enough money, I could probably just buy a new carrier and 2 new bombers here in a little bit, so it's not the end of the world, but it would slow me down, man. That would be a way to kind of, you know, draw it to a standstill. Back to our Pacific fleet here. Let's see. What do we got going on? I think we just bomb this northern city here. Start off by doing that. We're going to make landfall with our tank unit. We'll send 1 submarine north. Let's send this other one south. Yeah, just like that. I like how it's looking. Fortunately, our ground forces are probably going to have an encounter with some of these barbarians. I don't have enough bombers here in the Pacific Fleet in order to both attack cities and units. Unless I really, really, really want to slow things down. We're going to be able to do a ranged attack here in Newcastle. Let's see how much damage that does. I actually don't know how much damage that's going to do. Nothing. Almost nothing. Okay. Let's move our destroyer slightly south. We can actually upgrade him. Hey, let me upgrade you. Yeah, there we go. We will use the 2nd bomber to bomb Newcastle here, and then that's pretty much going to be it for this northern fleet. I guess this submarine could attack one time as well. Actually, I already attacked. I was going to say I could probably use a submarine to take this guy out. However, it looks like this guy's attacking the city as well, so he's probably helping me in this scenario. So maybe we just, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend type of deal for right now. We worry about him later at another day. But all right, that should be it for all the combat this turn. I mean, I could move this guy. I like where he is. I'm going to be honest. He's kind of just protecting Brisbane in case Brussels gets any funny ideas. So we're just going to leave him there. I don't know if Brussels has a lot of ground troops or anything crazy. We actually have a bomber turn left. Let's attack this battleship. Let's try to weaken this battle. So if he finds me, if he attacks me, he won't be able to attack with full force because he's already going to have quite a bit of damage. That may be big. That might have just been a big win right there. That could have saved this carrier's life. Once again, I don't know how much damage that ship will do on my carrier, but I imagine it's not pretty because carrier's defenseless, right? It's not like it's got a lot of big guns to counter a battleship, at least in real life. You know, let me say it again. China, I said no one's going to be able to counter me. I don't think anyone really has the forces. China's got a decent military here. Now, they are extremely outdated. I mean, they're rocking knights and biplanes and man-at-arms still. And they've still got crouching tigers, which are an earlier unit. But, I mean, they are using their forces. I mean, they're organized. Once again, I don't think, you know, a crouching tiger and a man-at-arms can do anything against a tank, a modern tank. But, I mean, they're trying. A lot of counterattacks there. I mean, the barbarians got attacked by someone over here. So, yeah, they're not really a threat. I'm not too worried about the barbarians. Try to focus on the cities, because if we can do that, that's just going to make this effort go so much faster. But, all right, that was it for counterattack. Quite a bit of counterattacks that turn, but nothing too drastic that, you know, worries me yet. I will be back after all this building. Alrighty, we are back after all that building. Our helicopter's actually getting quite a bit of action over here. But here's the problem. We're starting to get spread a little bit too thin, so we got to be careful and be smart with who we attack. I think first and foremost, where can this guy go? So he can make it to right there. I don't even think he has to. I think he can attack from here. Yes, he can. Let's see if we can attack Zion, I think is how you say it once again, with our Armada. See what that does, and then we'll be able to move this unit down one. He's got an upgrade, actually, but we are going to use him to attack this turn. Our submarine also has an upgrade. He can attack. Let's go ahead and do it. Let the Navy get some work here. Yes, sir. Our destroyer not going to be able to capture this next city, so we're going to try to heal him a little bit. However, this unit can absolutely make landfall and can capture the city, and I think he's going to be able to take it. I didn't think those 3 ships right there would get the job done, but holy cow, I think we just captured Zion. Yeah, there we go. That is another city captured. I didn't think we would capture that one. That one actually does shock me a little bit. But all right, destroyer's going to heal. He's got a turn. Our helicopter's going to be in some combat here for a little bit. He's going to be a little busy while he is fighting everybody. Let's let our tank right here heal. We got a worker as well, so I guess we'll just send you off to do whatever. I don't really care about you right now, to be honest. We have yet to use any of our bombers, and we've already captured a city this turn, so that is huge. Oh, man, what do we do? I think first and foremost, we still got to worry about this. I'm calling it a battleship. I actually don't know exactly what that is. I've never heard of that ship before, so we're going to use our land-based bomber to attack that battleship. Hopefully, that's going to be enough to wipe it out. I would like to get some shots on Baghdad. Actually, let's just get a shot on Baghdad. Might as well. What's stopping us, right? We still got 4 more bombers. we might as well. We are not going to be able to knock that battleship out quite yet. That is sad, but they are close, man. Actually, wait a minute. Crazy, crazy gamble here, right? This may work, it may not. Now, the battleship has so little health, I don't think it can sink this carrier, even if it wanted to. So let's attack Baghdad one more time. We got a unit here to take Baghdad. So we'll capture the city, then we'll send our artillery piece up to the shoreline here. I think that battleship is within range of our artillery piece. So we may be able to take it out with the land-based unit, which would actually be really, really funny. Just knock it out. Let's see. Yeah, we were going to take Baghdad, no question. Now the question is, can this rocket artillery reach? And Arabia's actually knocked out. They are out of it. Nice, dude. That is another elimination. So we are down to 5 ops. Well, the city's going to be able to attack the ship. I forgot about that. The city's going to do it itself. We don't even give a shit about this rocket artillery. Yes, sir. We'll just do it that way. That's way easier. Yeah, I like that way more. Cool. So that battleship is no longer a factor. Still got to be careful, man. It will send our guy north. Just kind of hug the shoreline if he needs to. I guess he can retreat into a city. He's just got to survive any initial counterattack is kind of the big deal here. But this battleship here will send south, or sorry, this carrier we will send south. I think Beijing's on the menu next here. Yep. Oh, we got some upgrades, though. Ooh, I don't care. Let's get 2 shots, 2 bombing runs on Beijing. I don't think that's going to bring it down to minimum health, but next turn we should be able to take Beijing. I don't think I could take it this turn anyway, just because of the amount of units we have. Actually, I said I was going to heal this tank. Let's use this tank to actually take out this man-at-arms, just because they are in the way. So we'll have a helicopter and a tank attacking Beijing from the east. I like that. I think that'll work out perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh, we could have taken Beijing this turn. I didn't think we would. We don't have any units within range. Yep, this tank up here is not within range either. So, yep, Beijing's going to have to wait one more turn. But we've almost cut South America in half here. I mean, Yeah, they're basically damn near cut in half. So it doesn't really matter. This is the northernmost part of China, so it's not like China has units up here coming down to reinforce or anything. We're basically taking out China all at one in one swoop, you know. But all right, I think that is about it for the action this turn. Is it? Have I already done the Pacific Fleet? I can't remember, dude. All these turns are black. Oh, wait! My tank has another attack. We can take Beijing. Beijing will fall. There we go. That is another 3 cities in one turn, man. Oh my god, we are rolling. And he can still heal this turn. That is absolutely insane. I can't believe that. No, we have not done anything with our Pacific Fleet. I'm sorry, the Pacific Fleet is like the forgotten part of this war, man, right? these are the poor guys. Oh wait, we were fighting in North America from the Pacific? I thought all the actions in South America. Oh, I didn't know you guys were there. There's no news articles about this Pacific Fleet, man. No one knows about these guys. No heroes here. No glory here. I appreciate them, though. I feel terrible for forgetting about them. But yeah, man, this submarine is doing some work on Newcastle. Let's go and use a bomber to attack Newcastle as well. Let's get another bombing mission here. I want to take Newcastle this turn. I think that would be pretty big. We do have a destroyer within range, so it is possible. I'm hoping that bomber is going to be enough. Ooh, yeah, I think it's going to be enough. I think that will do it. Fingers crossed, man. We are going to go ahead and get a attack on this Australian city up north with that submarine as well, while we wait to see what happens. Oh, yeah, we took the city. Nice. 4 cities in one turn. We are absolutely moving. We may be able to do 5 cities in one turn. We'll see what this missile does here. They got a promotion now, and we still have 1 bomber. Yeah, this could be close. This could be very close. 5 cities in one turn may be a record for this Let's Play. I mean, that is impressive. 5 cities in one turn, and they're so far away from each other. Not going to be able to do it. We are not going to be able to do it. That is unfortunate. Just barely, but I don't care. That was still a pretty dominant turn. Now I think the combat's done. I'll go ahead and wrap up this turn, and we will be back for, you know, any counterattacks. Obviously, I got to click Keep City, and yeah, okay, it looks like done with the combat. Oh, whoa, I am a goofball. I just realized I have 2 more bombers on standby here in Africa, in the middle of Africa, doing absolutely nothing. I guess that's my training division, because, yeah, they have no purpose whatsoever. I almost want to buy an aircraft carrier. Ooh, let's buy an aircraft carrier here. In one of these cities, maybe Washington, and we will ship those bombers over here and send them in the Pacific side. That way the Pacific front has more than 2 bombers. Yes, let's do that this turn. Let's start with that, because we can afford a new aircraft carrier. So let's go ahead and purchase an item with gold. Let's go down to an aircraft carrier, 6,400, almost 6,500. That is wonderful. We get another bomber in 11 turn. We actually have a bomber sitting right here. This bomber here was actually supposed to protect our eastern coast, in case there was any counterattack from Australia or someone else from North America. But obviously, there's not going to be, because they can't even control their own cities right now. So I think we're okay. We could probably ship that guy too. But yes, let's rebase you. I don't think he's going to be able to make it in one turn. Oh, we got another one on this island. We have 4 bombers sitting doing nothing. That is absurd. So, wait a minute. 4 bombers doing nothing. We're going to leave this guy here. No, here's what we're going to do. Let's rebase you. Let's ship you over here. Yeah, let's send you right there. So we'll get another bomber here. So we have 6 bombers here attacking South America. And then with this next carrier, we'll have 4 attacking from the Pacific. May be able to get in 11 turns. I could probably buy another carrier and get 6 total bombers in the Pacific. And then it'll be tied 6 and 6 on both fronts. That may be a good idea, because the more bombers we have, the better, right? I will be back. I got a little bit of progress to do with buildings and stuff, so I'll just cut this. And with that, I think we are done with all the buildings and workers, which is good. If you guys want to see that, let me know. This late in the game, we've done so much of that with the builders and the what do you want to build in cities. I don't think you guys care too much. I think you guys are here for the combat, so that's kind of what I'm banking on and putting in the video. But all right, we got a bomber with an upgrade. Oh, they both have upgrades. So we'll do one at a time. So let's attack this city here. Let's, yeah, that's really the only city within range. So let's go ahead and upgrade the other bomber. So that's going to take up his turn, but that's okay. That's okay. And then we'll upgrade the other bomber next turn. That'll work out. We're still going to capture the city here. That'll be nice and easy. And we'll be able to use our submarine here to attack this barbarian unit. Yes, there we go. So we can wipe him out. So yeah, progress all around. Once again, Hong Kong. Actually, I don't know if Hong Kong's an enemy. No, Hong Kong's cool. Sweet, Hong Kong is cool. So it's just Brussels. So I can move this troop one forward. Kind of just wait. This submarine, I don't think is going to be within range of anything down here. Hong Kong, yeah, those guys are friendly, so I'm not too worried about that. So I guess we'll go ahead, pull him down and heal. He's got nothing better to do. Same with this destroyer. We'll go ahead and just heal him. Nice and easy. Looks like it's trying to move me over to the Atlantic Fleet. And yes, I agree. I have nothing else to do here in the Pacific Fleet, so we will use this turn. Or sorry, we'll switch over here to the Atlantic Fleet and try to attack. I think this rocket artillery... Oh, he's not going to get another shot. I was going to say, I think he's going to be within range of Rio de Janeiro, but does not appear so. We're going to use up his whole turn. All right, we'll use this bomber. We'll use both bombers in an air attack against Rio. This unit is not within range of Rio, so we're going to send him closer, and he's just going to have to wait for next turn. So can't take Rio this turn. That's okay. Ooh, Rio's going to put up a pretty good fight. Now, it is the capital of Brazil, so that makes sense. It's going to put up a pretty good fight. But 2 bombers, yeah, is not going to be enough. I do have a 3rd bomber here we may use. And, yeah, I don't think... Yeah, he's not within range of anything else, I don't think. So, yeah, let's go ahead and attack Rio with him. Might as well. Let's see what's next. Really, I'm probably going to have to rebase this bomber again, because I think he's about out of range of these southern cities here. We're just getting so far ahead. Our Navy should be able to move south. Let me go ahead and use my submarine. We'll just do that. We'll click him 1 down. Yup, that is perfect. Now, he has an upgrade. Gosh, I'd really like to use that upgrade, but oh well. I guess we will wait. Let's just pull our whole force south here. There you go, and there you go. We should... Oh, gosh, every unit I have has an upgrade, damn near. We may just have to take a turn off. Yeah, let's just upgrade him. I'd rather upgrade these guys, so we'll upgrade him. If I can. I know it's just waiting for that to finish up. There we go. We'll also upgrade you. Might as well. Pull our destroyer down. He should still be able to heal, so that's good. And then we have 2 bombers, so we'll use the... Oh, these guys have upgrades too. Shoot, man. Just one of those turns. Every unit's done so damn good. They have upgrades, and I like to upgrade them. So, yeah, there we go. We'll use 1 bomber. We upgraded the other here. That's fine. Not a big deal. Wuhan. We may just avoid that city. We may just stay out of that city. I'm just kidding. I don't really care. But cool. 1 city captured this turn, I think, is going to be the final. Ooh. This city's close, man. According to this, it's doable. But I don't want my destroyer to get a shitload of damage because the city still has kind of half of its health. So we'll wait 1 more turn. We will be smart. I think my submarine is going to be able to inflict enough damage next turn alone to take out that city. So we'll just do that. I think that's a safe bet. With that, I think that's going to be it for combat this turn. We'll just wrap up our unit movements and production, and we will be back to see if there's any counterattacks. We're actually at war with Jerusalem. So our tank's going to move in the direction of Jerusalem, I believe. Yes, let's go ahead and do that. Actually... We're really close to being able to take Jerusalem. So we're just going to move them north because there's a road. Next turn, I may be able to take Rio and Jerusalem just based off of health. That's what it appears. So we'll keep this tank here. I don't want to get him too close. I don't have any bomber support for him yet. So hold him there. And then, yes, upgrade this guy. Oh, and that's a fully upgraded helicopter. There you go. That is pretty cool. And I think that is going to be it for unit movements and stuff. No, Brazil, I do not want peace. You are on the ropes. So is Australia. You guys are on the ropes, man. Just surrender. Just secede. Forfeit your cities to my possession. That is the only way this ends. I want all of them. Every single city. You will become America. We will all become America. And there you go. I got another World Wonder. I didn't even know I was building a World Wonder. I've just been clicking random stuff, to be honest. No counterattacks that turn, though. No counterattacks that turn. That is shocking. I mean, we have just been mowing down these units, so it's not that shocking, I guess. But, yep, no counterattacks. Alrighty, I think production has been completed, so let's go ahead and continue with our attack. We're going to start with the Atlantic Fleet this time. Like I said, the submarine armada I think is going to be able to wipe out this Chinese city here. Chengdu, I believe is how it's pronounced. I am terrible at pronunciation. I've talked about that damn near every episode. Yeah, it's going to completely wipe it. Cool. So Destroyer's going to move in. Easy peasy. And just like that, send our forces south to Wuhan. There we go. It's just waiting, yep, to wrap up this city here is kind of what I'm waiting for. But, yep, that city has been captured. Captured another builder from China as well. Sweet, man. All right, Wuhan's going to be attacked. Only 60 defense here for the walls. Or garrison defense, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah, health. Fortification. Okay, garrison is the city. Fortification is like the walls and stuff. But yeah, it's going to fall pretty quickly here. We still have 2 aircraft carriers. Let's go ahead and move the carrier here close. I may be able to do a 2-pronged attack here. I may be able to send this tank up north to attack this Chinese city while also attacking Wuhan here. I think we're only going to need 1 bomber for the city of Wuhan here. There's been so much damage inflicted already. Let's see. See if that is the case. Now, there's quite a bit of barbarian units down here. This one's fully healed, actually. This one's almost dead, but that could be... I don't want to say concerning, because we're using a destroyer to attack, so it's really not that big of a deal. Yeah, Wuhan's actually going to be completely smoked. The only problem is I've already used my destroyer, so I don't have any unit to capture him right now. I can't send this mechanized infantry south. We'll just do it. I mean, he can almost make it, so he might as well just sit there menacingly, right? Just as a diversion, right? We're going to use the destroyer next turn to capture it, but they'll think it's that unit. That's funny. Diversionary tactic here. Let's see. We need this tank to be within range of this city. I hope... Yep, there he is. He's going to open up that city now, so we can use our other bomber, if it lets me, to attack this city here with 51... not district defense. What is it called? Fortification. I don't know what it is. The walls, the blue bar. I can't remember what you call that. But with only 51, it should be able to knock out a good chunk of that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Over half. So sweet. That was an easy victory here. Helicopter will move north towards Jerusalem. Like I said, we are going to send all of our units into Jerusalem this turn. I think Rio, yep, it's still capturable. I don't even have to bomb Rio again. And I had a rocket artillery there if I wanted to, so I probably should have used that to lighten them up, but it doesn't matter. We captured it no matter what. Rio officially falls. We will continue our artillery piece westward. Let's see. Yeah, Jerusalem's unlocked here, so let's just start sending bombers. You know, one thing I will say, I don't like to get political with real life stuff. It's kind of with gaming, I like to avoid all that stuff. Anytime you mention in Civ, like Jerusalem, or even I've done some other things in Minecraft where I'm playing an HBM mod where there's missiles and stuff. People like to bring real life politics into gaming into my videos, which has no place for it, right? This is Civ. I've attacked every civilization known to man, right? This isn't personal. It has no, right? I'm trying to leave that out. I just say that because when people leave those comments, I'm like, really, you just... can't even escape the real world issues for enough to enjoy, you know, a goofy little video made by a dude with like 1,000 subscribers. You know, just one pet peeve I have. I don't have many, but that is one worth noting here. So yeah, if we're playing Civ, man, it's not we crack jokes. Like, jokes are fine. Like, we've done jokes about it. When me and my buddies play, you guys have seen those videos. We're doing that. We crack jokes all the time. But some people take it a little too far, you know. It's actually hatred. And it's not a joke, you know. And I only mention, obviously, this is, you know, very controversial city in real life. And I've already had comments regarding that conflict going on. So that's the only reason I said, back to civilization, man, right? We're just trying to escape real life issues, have fun in video games. We are going to capture Jerusalem, so it is our city now. No controversy here. We are capturing everybody fair and square. We're not discriminating, right? If you are not American, you're getting captured, right? We hate all of you equally now. We are really close to winning this war, man. It is getting very, very close. I think this bomber is also going to be within range of this Chinese city. Once again, moving this bomber over from Africa. What a huge win. I can't believe I was missing him. He was just sitting there for all that time. I'm disappointed in myself, to be honest with you, because I feel like South America probably would have been captured now already. With 2 extra bombers, there's only a couple of cities left. Yeah, there it goes. This city is absolutely going to fall this turn. Luckily, we had a tank unit within range, so that is another Chinese city down. And it's going to be able to counterattack immediately. They have a bombard. There we go. China is almost eliminated. That is insane to me to think. Wuhan, I don't have any units within range to capture, but it is ready to be captured. So next turn, China should be eliminated. And after all that, I still haven't used all my bombers here in South America. That is absurd, dude. There are just so many units here. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this guy. He's got an upgrade. He's ready to go. Let's see. Now we have used all of our units, so we should be able to wrap up the Atlantic attack here. We still have the Pacific attack coming up. Alrighty, to start out our turn in the Pacific, let's go ahead and get our aircraft carrier loaded up and on the move. I got to remember what airbase I put these goofballs in. There they are. Actually, it just prompted me in game. Sweet. All right, we're going to go ahead and rebase you, put you in the aircraft carrier. Let's go ahead and do the same to your little buddy there. Rebase you, put you in the aircraft carrier. Got a second fully loaded aircraft carrier here in the Pacific Ocean. Ready to go. Ready for action, baby. They have completed sea trials. They are ready to go and enter the war. I don't know if there's going to be a war for them by the time they get here to the American continents. We have been rolling. Rolling, baby. Here we go. We're still at war with Brussels, but I don't really care about them. I do not really care about them at all. Let's go ahead and send our destroyer north. We'll keep this submarine here for now. I don't think he is super important to our offensive effort, I guess, at this very moment. I am going to use this submarine to attack this barbarian unit. We will upgrade him next turn. Let's move our tank north. Should be within range of this city here now, and then we can use our 2 aircraft. Actually, I only have 1 bomber, right? Because I have 1 bomber that needs an upgrade. So yeah, I only have 1 bomber anyway this turn. Yep, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there he is. We'll use him to attack. And yes, the other one does have that upgrade, so I do remember correctly. It's so hard, dude. It's like 10 to 15 minutes between turns. These late game, these turns are just so damn long. They're starting to get a little bit shorter now that all these other civilizations have been knocked out, but man, it takes a while. But that is pretty much going to be it for our Pacific Fleet this turn. Yeah, they are hurting in firepower, but I mean, where they don't have as many units, they are still just as effective. They're just on a smaller scale, 1 city at a time, versus my South American force. They're attacking 3 or 4 cities at a time. It is impressive. I am shocked. No peace for you, China. No, sir. Not gonna do it. And here is a counterattack. Australia is gonna muster up the courage, huh? It's not gonna do anything, but with that, we are back for the next turn. Our second aircraft carrier in the Pacific will be heading eastward, and we have a second destroyer approaching here. I forgot about him. See, look at that. I already forgot about him. He's going to be pretty much useless, though. I mean, there's not much left for him to do. I think these 2 cities of Brazilian cities, are going to be attacked by my South American fleet, because they are just about done with South America. But yeah, this turn, everyone is fully upgraded, so we should be able to take this city here, I would assume. Ballarat? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Hopefully I am. But yeah, we're going to be able to get 2 bombing runs on it, which I think is going to be more than enough. Actually, let's wait. We may only need 1 bombing run. No, we'll need 2. I thought maybe get rid of all the garrison defense strength. I don't know what it is, dude. The walls, whatever it's called. There we go. Yep, that second bomber will get it done. And our tank will finish off the city. We will capture it. Submarines are officially useless. So are the destroyers. I mean, I could move south. Maybe I send them south. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this destroyer here. Let's link him up with the submarine, and we'll send them south together. I'm going to get the submarine as a head start. Might as well. Nothing's stopping me. And I guess they'll just sit on the west coast of Sao Paulo and just wait for my South American bombing corps or Air Force to assist them. And then that'll be the first co-op mission between my Atlantic and Pacific fleet. There you go. We'll do something special down there. We'll have the Atlantic fleet bomb the hell out of it and the Pacific fleet capture it. There you go. A little bit of cooperation between my 2 forces here. There we go. Another Australian city down. Our aircraft carrier, we'll move them, I guess, right up alongside the coast. Should be able to attack all the rest of the Australian cities, and quite a bit of these Russian cities, I think, are going to be within range too. Got that second carrier on the way too, so that's just perfect timing. This submarine, once again, absolutely no purpose anymore. He is done. His war is complete. He's give him a beer day, a booze day, you know, surface. Pull out all the alcohol, let the boys swim and drink, man. You guys did a great job. Proud of you guys. Same with this destroyer, man. You might as well pull up alongside. Although they didn't fight. They're a brand new fleet, so they're going to be on patrol. We got to get them working. They haven't earned a beer day yet. They haven't won any battles. With that, that's pretty much going to be it for our Pacific fleet. Let's shift our focus here to the Atlantic fleet. And once again, the only Chinese city remaining is Wuhan. And let's start off by attacking these barbarians here. And actually, let's attack both sets of barbarians here. I think both of these cruisers are going to be able to wipe them out here. This is a cruiser armada, so if he can't fully wipe out the spearman unit, I don't know what will. Yep, there. That was an easy victory. That's going to open it up for our mechanized infantry. Yeah, should be able to take Wuhan and eliminate China from the game. Here it is. Yep. Yeah. I don't want to hear it, pal. Don't want to hear it. You shit talked me this entire game. China's out. It is now a 4v1. 2 more civilizations have been knocked off. We are going to send our remaining forces north. This carrier north. We'll send our submarine armada north as well. Now, mind you, the entire east coast of North America still needs to be captured. So this whole fleet is going to have to go north, and their job is far from over. So no victory celebrations yet, boys. Have a quick day, beer day for capturing South America, which they really have. I guess, where do you want to draw the line between North and South America? I mean, this, you know, your guess is as good as mine. I think in the real life maps, it's like all the way down here, but we'll count South America as a total victory at this point. I think there's a city-state or two that we're at war with. I mean, let's check. We're at war with Nan Madol, yes, and yeah, okay, Samarkand. I don't know how to say that, but yep, 2 city-states we're still at war with. Who are they suzerain of? Oh, Brazil. Are they both? Yeah, okay, they're both allied with Brazil. So if we go up here, take out these Brazilian cities, these guys will leave me alone. I haven't fought them at all, so I'm not too worried about them. I will actually go ahead. Let's rebase this bomber here. Let's put him in Beijing. We're going to heal him next turn. He's just going to be on patrol, right? He's just going to watch these city-states. If they get any funny ideas, he will be there to clean them up. Make them pay for their goofy actions. But other than that, yeah, I'm not going to touch these 2 city-states. I do not care. We're strictly going for civilizations. I think Brazil has 3 cities left. That's what it appears to be. And with only 3 cities left, let's send our helicopter north a little bit. Just kind of scout. See what's going on. I'd prefer to have him lead the way. And so far, so good. There is the next city. It is the capital. I don't know if that's the actual capital or the acting capital. I think that's the acting capital. I think we already captured their main one. Let's start moving our guys westward. Kind of blockade them here. We'll be able to upgrade this unit. That works. Probably a bad idea that I just upgraded him, because the helicopter has no more movement points, and we have enough bombers within range to actually wipe this city. So that was probably actually a really dumb move. But that's okay. We're just setting up next turn to be even more successful. Here's one bomber attack. And the second bomber will have attack. Oh, that was really stupid. That was really stupid. I only needed one bomber. I just realized. Uh-oh. Whoops. My bad. I wasn't paying attention like I should have been. Actually, this rocket artillery probably would have been enough. But, oh well, next turn's going to be a good turn. Our Atlantic fleet is pretty much all the way done now. I don't think there's really anything else to do. I have all my naval units moving north as fast as possible, but that's going to probably take a good turn or two. These bombers are going to be within range of absolutely nothing, so might as well skip turn. And with that, yeah, we're on to the next turn, hopefully. Ready with that, no counterattacks. We're here for the next turn. We're going to be able to walk in and take this next city. No issues at all. Our helicopter will continue westward. We got some Russian units here, so we just got to keep that in mind. I don't think they're going to be effective. I think they're religious. Yeah, so they're not going to be a big deal. We'll condemn heretic. Then that is also going to open up Sao Paulo, Brazil, which is awesome. And actually, this is where our eastern and western fleets will, for the first time ever, work jointly together. Actually, I think that's a lie. I mean, I could probably allow it, but yeah, no, actually, no, it will work because this helicopter has been used up all his movement points. So yeah, no, next turn they should be able to work together. I was going to say I'm going to move this aircraft carrier west. We're going to use him to bomb this city. Unfortunately, I think it's only going to take one bomber, and I haven't unlocked this city up here, so I'm not going to be able to use both my bombers. I don't think you can bomb religious units. Yeah, that seems a little aggressive. However, are we at war with those guys up there? We sure are. I don't even want to learn how to pronounce that, but we are at war with these guys. So let's use a modern bomber to take out an archer unit, because that's not a war crime at all. All right, so we did get to use both of our bombers that turn. Yeah, one of them for a very inhumane reason, but a defenseless archer unit. Yeah, and they get a promotion off that. Really? That's how you get a promotion? Bombing a bunch of innocent archer. What are they gonna do? Launch arrows into the sky, 40,000 feet into the sky? Yeah, my ass, dude. That's pretty mean. We are at war with Namadal here. I just got to keep that in mind. We're gonna plunder their trade route because that's funny, and then that is gonna take up my movement points. So yeah, they're probably gonna do a counterattack on me here, but I still see crossbowmen, so I don't think they're gonna be all that strong. So I'm not too worried about them. Well, here we go. I'm saying if these guys get a funny idea, I'm going to do something about it. And right now, both city-states on the South American continent are getting funny ideas. I mean, I hope, and that was a rifleman too, or musketman. So, you know, I hope that's it. But they may send a counterattack. I don't know how many units these guys have. I've actually never really visited them, or I haven't seen them, so I don't know what they have. But hopefully that's about it. Namadal doesn't seem to have much, so I'm not too worried about them. I have enough bombers in northern South America here, so shouldn't be that big of a deal. I may just leave this unit down here. I mean, well, how many ground units? Yeah, that's fine, because I got 3 ground units. 4, actually, right? Helicopter, mechanized infantry, tank, and tank. Yeah, so we're good. We'll send all these guys north. 4 units will be enough to take North America. We'll leave 1 here down in South America, just in case anything funny happens. I don't think it will, but... You know what? I'm gonna do it. Namadal, funny idea, right? You guys think you're funny? Let's go ahead and bomb their city once. I may not. I don't think I'm gonna capture it. Maybe we capture it. Maybe we just capture it and just say screw it, right? I guess these guys haven't attacked me yet, but I think they're going to. So yeah, just getting ahead of the curve here. We got a bomber. That's gonna do quite a bit of damage, I assume. Yeah, about half health on the wall, so not bad, not bad. Part of me wants to bomb these guys now too. Now I've already pulled my aircraft carrier north. But I guess we'll let it slide. We're about to take out Brazil, so if we can focus all of our attention on Brazil. Once we defeat Brazil, those guys should make peace with us, so I guess not the end of the world. There's 1 attack on that city there. Let's do a second one. My tanker unit should be within range. We are just kind of waiting for more unit. That's really the problem here, is our Pacific fleet doesn't have a whole lot of units. That's really what's holding us back here. Yeah, that is going to have to be it for our Pacific fleet. There's not much. Oh, Geneva. Are we at war with Geneva? No, we're at peace with Geneva. You guys are cool. You guys are lucky. You almost got astray. With that, that should be the end of that turn. We will be back if there's any counteroffensives. No peace, Brazil. You guys know I'm going to wipe you out soon. You guys are my #1 on my hit list right now. Hong Kong, why do you have that many settlers? Hong Kong, what are you doing, Hong Kong? They deserve to get nuked just for that. I'm not even at war with Hong Kong and I want to nuke them. Like, who needs that many set? They must, like, the #1 hit movie in Hong Kong must be The Little Settler That Could, because why else would they have 15 settlers, dude? That, or scouts, sorry. Little Scout That Could. The Little Scout That Could. That is a throwback to, I think, the first 2 or 3 episodes in this specific series. The Little Scout That Could. That must be the #1 hit movie, because that is obnoxious. I mean, they're not even using them for scouting purposes. They're just sitting there doing nothing. Our fleet moves north as our war with Brazil continues. It is going to ask me to do a worker unit. Okay, we're just going to do a couple units down here to the south. I thought we were done down there, but... apparently not. We're going to be able to take San Paulo. Oh, no, we are not. We want to take San Paulo with our destroyer here, so our Atlantic and Pacific forces operate jointly together for the first time, making history. That is big, man. You got to think, huge Earth, being able to take over the entire world, circle the entire world, and have your 2 forces on both sides finally come together and work together. That's pretty cool, man. It just shows how dominant we have been. And there you go. The Atlantic Fleet bombs San Paulo, and the Pacific Fleet will capture it. Our submarine here, actually not retired, man. Scratch that. No beer days for you guys. You guys are going to be fighting the city-state of Namadal, apparently, because they want to get funny and send catapults or something in my direction, or trebuchets. Yep, there you go. Yep, they trying to be funny. I don't like it. It's not funny. All right, we'll send our helicopter north, and that's much better, because I think we're going to be able to take this city this turn as well and eliminate Brazil. Hell, we're going to be able to condemn a heretic with a carrier. That's kind of funny. I didn't know you could do that. All right, let's send a bomber in. I think it's only going to take 1 bomber. Pretty confident it is only going to take this 1 bomber. And, yep. There you go. Yes, we are going to completely wipe it, which means we can upgrade that other bomber. Sweet. Let's take this city, and that should eliminate Brazil. How did that submarine not sink that trebuchet? I get it's a cord, but it's wood. They're defenseless, and it's wood. That shocks me. Brazil has officially been eliminated. It is now a 1v3. South America, we can deem as a total victory. I am not counting city-states. I think I'm going to capture Nanmadol. They're just annoying me. I'm going to be honest. Their existence is driving me up a wall. But I'm going to use this rocket artillery, and I have another bomber back here, so we will use both. I don't know if I have any units within range. I do. Oh, yeah, they're in trouble. I have at least one unit within range, so joke's on them. We're going to send my other tanker units north. I'm probably going to have to ship them in the ocean, actually, and make landfall here on the eastern coast of North America. I was kind of thinking of attacking from the Gulf first. I guess we will figure that out when it comes to it. Let's keep that city. And, yep, Nanmadol has been completely captured. So, yeah, let's send you southbound, capture that city-state. I know I said I wasn't going to, but they're kind of annoying. They're in an annoying spot. You know, like, I can really ignore the city-state down here. There's really nothing here that I care about. They're not really in my way of being a problem. But up north, that's kind of right smack dab in the Gulf where I'm trying to move my forces. So, yeah. Well, and while I'm at bombing city-states, let's just keep doing it. Let's go ahead and... Oh, he's at a range of this one here. Okay, I thought he was within range. I'll move you a little bit further south, buddy. I guess next turn. I was going to bomb these units in the water. They got a musketman core I was hoping to take out, because it almost looks like it's heading north to this city here, and I do not like that. But we have a new policy to do here. Oh, wait. Science, faith, culture, and gold from each city I am a suzerain of. I think that's going to be pretty big here this late in the game, because I feel like there's quite a bit. Let's see. I'm at 1,020 gold per turn. We're going to confirm that policy. And let's see if that changes. 1,700 damn near. Yes, I think that was a good choice. Awesome. That was a wonderful choice. Good thing I read that. Over here in my Pacific Fleet, we're going to get one more run on this city. This city has a hell of a defense for only being a level 2 city. My God, it's taken 4 bombing missions. Yeah, well, this is the 4th. That is impressive. I am shocked. I don't know if Australia just has great defenses or what's going on here, because that's something. Maybe it's all the buildings they have or something. But all right, our tank unit should be able to take this city here. Australia should lose another city this turn. I'll say it. I think North America is going to be a little bit of a grind. I get our South American forces have won in South America and are heading north, but I mean, still, there's quite a bit to do here in North America. Alrighty, we are back for the next turn, and we are going to be sending our Atlantic forces, or Atlantic Navy, really all of our forces, but specifically here the Navy north still. Let's focus down here. We got this bomber within range. Still not within... Oh, it's because we made peace with Brazil. I am a goofball. That is right. That was the whole plan. So I am not at war with those guys anymore. Nope. There they are up here. So yeah, we are cool once again. That is cool. I moved that bomber for no reason. That would make sense why I can't bomb him. I was pretty sure he was within range last turn, but whoops, we'll move him down here anyway just to be intimidating in case they get any funny ideas. It's not the first time they've had funny ideas. Yeah, with that, man, it's on to North America for my Atlantic forces, and I don't know who I want to attack. Do I want to kind of work with these guys and move them along the coast and have these guys kind of focus more inland, or what? Actually, now that I say that out loud, I think that's a really good idea. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and do that. And once again, since these guys really have no purpose out in the Pacific Ocean, we're going to go ahead and pull them into the Gulf of Mexico. We can upgrade this guy, actually. That's awesome. Whoops. It was lagging a little bit there. That was weird. We'll move our carrier north a little bit. I don't have any units within range to open up any cities here, unfortunately, unless this helicopter can. Maybe? Okay, he can't. Sweet. That was kind of delayed, but yeah, all right. So we'll be able to bomb Perth. We'll at least get some action out of these 2 bombers here. Oh, we actually were able to open up this city as well. Ooh, that's good. That's good. We got 2 cities. I think I'm at war with that city-state as well. Let's see. We sure are. It's a religious city-state, and I don't really need religion, so I may just take them out. They're probably going to catch a stray here, but that's okay. I mean, they allied with the wrong side, so is it really catching a stray, or just choosing the wrong side of history? Being on the wrong side of history. There you go. Move all of my ground forces into the Gulf of Mexico here. Start kind of moving them up north. That's another thing. I still say Gulf of Mexico because that's what I've said my entire life. You can change the name. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's a bad example, but no, not really. I mean, you know how they change the names of like NFL stadiums or baseball stadiums? Like it used to be Mile High at Denver. Now it's got some other dumbass name. It's always going to be Mile High. I'm not calling it whatever, you know, they rebrand it to. Same goes for NASCAR. I'm a big NASCAR fan if you've seen my sports channel. It used to be Atlanta Motor Speedway, and now they're calling it Echo Park, whatever. I'm calling it Atlanta, dude. You can't, like, it's been Mexico my whole life. It's out of habit, not necessarily out of hate or protest. It's just, if you've been called Spencer your whole life, right? At 90 years old, if I change my name to Todd, no one's going to call me Todd, right? Like, it's kind of the deal. I don't know. That's kind of my example. If I say, I don't think anyone's going to be mad at that, but wow, this bomber is within range of this city on the absolute edge. I mean, you cannot get that bomber any closer. That is funny. Next turn, this carrier should be within range of a couple of these cities. So we should officially get 5 bombers up there. And now that I think about it, now that I'm not at war with this city-state down here, let's actually move this bomber back to the north. I know it seems kind of dumb. I moved him all the way down there, and now I'm going to move him all the way back up. But that's one more bomber I could be using per turn to end this war soon. This is probably going to be the longest episode of the series so far, because I want to complete it in this episode. I don't want it to go to another episode. It looks, I mean, there's nothing stopping it. Once again, it's just time. Like, none of these civilizations have anything to really oppose us and draw it to a standstill that I've seen so far. It's just a matter of time. We just got to slowly duke it out, I guess, is the best way to put it. We're going to move north. I'd like to take Alaska and then kind of move back inland, if that makes sense. So let's send this tanker unit north, see if we can't open up this city here. Well, apparently no. We're going to have to get right up next to it. That is fine. I hope this city doesn't put up as much of a fight as that last one, but yeah, it doesn't look too promising, does it? Have I already moved you? I have not. So this carrier's probably 2 more turns out from being able to assist us here. I mean, this is a massive ocean. Let's look at our money. We're up over $9,000. So let's go ahead and go to Washington while we are thinking of it. I don't know if I want the city, not the person there. Let's buy another aircraft carrier. Yes. Yeah, might as well. I mean, we got nothing else to spend money on. We still have 3,400, so we can almost buy another unit here. I mean, we're getting 1,700 gold per turn. That is absolutely nuts. Russia has warriors still. How are they in the game? That shocks me. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this tanker unit, just kind of leave them there. We can't attack the city quite yet. I'm not worried about a warrior. I don't think that's going to be able to do a thing to us, so let's not worry about that too much. We'll go ahead and send this destroyer up here to Stockholm, just to kind of chill with them. They're one of our allies. They're one of our buddies. We'll have a ship there. Porting, or whatever you want to call it, partying at port. Once again, that destroyer doesn't deserve to party, though, because they haven't been in any fights. They're going to be those sailors that go home like, oh, yeah, I fought in the Great War. And then, like, all they did was just swab the deck because they arrived after the war was already over. With that, that is going to wrap it up for combat this turn. We will see if there's any counterattacks. I don't think there will be. Yep, they're still going to be asking for peace. Not going to happen, pal. Not going to happen. I won't lie, I was distracted, but those warriors definitely attacked my tank and got smoked. If there were any doubts that that would not be the outcome. But all right, I will be back right after I utilize my builders. All right, buildings have been completed. This carrier's slowly but surely getting closer. Let's see. I think I'm going to be able to take this city this turn. Let's see. Oh, it pulled me right as I tried to click it. It'll be close. It will be close. I think this bomber right here is going to do enough damage to where I can send my tanker unit in. We will see. Not quite, man. It was, yeah, a little bit closer than I thought it would be. We're going to need both bombers one more time. I'm glad we have 2 more bombers on the way. And then we got 2 more in production. I got 1 already complete. Where's that other one? 4 more turns here. And I'll be able to send this bomber out to the east. But we are going to be able to take this Australian city. Australia still has quite a bit of cities, man. They were the dominant powerhouse here on the American continent. So a lot of work left, but slowly but surely we are getting there. Let's see, is that it for the Pacific Fleet? It is. That Pacific Fleet has been drained of its resources. Not a lot left. But the Atlantic Fleet here doing pretty good here. Should be able to take Perth as well. Let's see what type of damage that will do for Perth. And yeah, we are going to be able to take Perth with this helicopter. So sweet. 2 Australian cities down this turn. Hong Kong, I still don't understand why you have that many scouts. That just blows my mind, but whatever. I cannot be bothered. We still have another bomber attack. We'll send it up here to this city. And look at our forces here in the Gulf of Mexico, or just here in the Atlantic Ocean here. First off, let's take the submarine. I like that call. We'll go up and attack this city-state unit here, sink it. Should be able to sink it. I would imagine we'd be able to sink it. Our destroyer's not going to be within range of this city, so we're not going to be able to capture the city this turn, it looks like. This tanker unit's not going to be able to. This tanker unit, not going to be able to. This rocket artillery obviously cannot. And, wait, we got a unit! Mechanized infantry, somehow, some way, from all the way down here by San Paulo can go up and take that city. Look at us. That is awesome. Well, while he does that, let's go ahead and drag all these guys further to the west, northwest. And I almost missed it because I was doing other stuff, but there we go. We just captured that city, if there was ever a doubt. But let's capture all those. Sweet. And these two bombers are still not within range because we just took the city that they would have been within range of. This bomber, officially out of range of everything, I think. So, yeah, let's go ahead and move him up to here. My goodness, these land-based bombers just can't keep up. We're moving so fast. Holy cow, that is impressive. And, yep, they are going to have to wait for next turn. That is A-okay. Oh, I probably should have healed him, but I can't be bothered. We do have one more bomber here that has a movement point, but I haven't opened up any city. Oh, yeah, I have. This one right here, the city-state. Duh. I said I was going to attack him. Cool, so the city-state's going to get a bombing run this turn as well. That's good. Maybe able to move this helicopter up north, take that city, or, I don't know, let's let it cook a little bit. Let's let it play out, because I may want to take this city here with this helicopter, maybe have this mechanized infantry take that unit here and have the Navy go up the east coast of North America and see what it does. But with that, I think that's going to be it for all the combat this turn. I mean, let's see. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to be doing more workers and stuff, so I will be back for more combat. All right, to start this turn off, let's go ahead and move our bomber that's just chilling here. And I'm going to send the carrier out into the ocean a little bit. Uh-oh. There's a barbarian ship. Now, I don't think they're going to be able to sink a carrier, but that's, yeah, not ideal. Is this guy within range of that? Oh, look at that. Let's get a little practice run with this bomber, eh? Yes, sir. That is cool. Soul? Soul, what are you doing all the way up here? Soul, you're all the way over here, buddy. Oh, Soul's taking out some barbarians for me. They said, hey, America, I know you guys are, a little busy. You guys are fighting the entire continents of North and South America, so we'll go ahead and take out these barbarians for you. Soul's been my greatest ally, man. Shout out, Soul. Appreciate those guys. That is sweet. But yeah, we're going to get a practice run with one of these bombers. Still not going to be within range, I don't think. I mean, let me look. I got one more bomber. Let's see what his range is. Oh, yeah, like one tile out of range. Actually, he might be within range of Moscow, but I don't have any ground units to be able to move up there, so I'm actually no longer at war with Brussels. So I can move this unit north. Yeah, let's move this guy north. I just realized Brussels is cool. Brussels is officially cool. I like that. I appreciate that. So we'll go ahead and put this guy right up next to the city. I guess we'll just start attacking with him. Got nothing better to do. This helicopter, I was hoping to heal a little bit, but he may not be able to. We got some barbarian AT crews, and those are pretty destructive, actually. So let's see. Let's make landfall here. We will make landfall here. I think we're going to be able to wipe that unit out pretty easily, but that's going to take up that tank's turn. So I'm not going to be able to capture that city this turn. I don't think I'm going to be able to anyway. I think these AT crews are going to have to take my full attention here, which is fine, I guess. But let's move our submarine north, kind of scout. Going to have to wait for this bomber to finish his run. Yeah, it's going to do quite a bit of damage, but not enough. Yeah, let's go ahead and just keep attacking these AT crews. We'll just spend one turn kind of consolidating all of our units here, I guess. All right, last bombing run of this turn right there. That should do it. I was able to almost knock out that AT crew. I was able to knock out that one. Sent one bomber to that city. It's going to wipe it out. Holy shit, I didn't think it'd do that much. I moved my entire fleet north. This carrier will be within range of these two cities next turn, which actually, wait a minute. It is within range this turn. By the skin of its teeth, that is the furthest it could possibly go. We're not going to complain, though. Let's get him back in the fight here. I don't know if one bomber is going to be enough. Fuck it, we'll send two. I got two. Might as well. Otherwise, he's going to sit and do nothing. So, yeah, screw it. We'll send two. We'll send this unit two tile, or we'll start one tile to the north as well. I just kind of want to, tile by tile, explore North America. There's got to be another city right in here. So if we can find that city, open it up, I could start bombing it next turn as well. Wow, yep. Two bombers is going to get it done. Still has not opened up that city, so we'll send him one more there. Oh, no, still haven't found her. Okay, there it is. Okay, now we'll go back one. Oh, nope, I can't. He's stuck there. All right, doesn't matter. That's the capital. So we're getting down to it, guys. Here is the deal with the capitals. If I capture... There's 2 capitals left in the game, so this technically ends when I capture both capitals. Those 2 capitals being this one here that I'm about to attack, and then St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is Russia's capital, but it has been captured by Australia. Australia's capital has fallen to me. So as long as I don't take St. Petersburg, if that is the last city I take, I'll be able to capture every single city and then win, which I think is feasible because St. Petersburg is in one of the best locations to just kind of ignore. I'll be able to knock out these 3 Russian cities, this one up here, and then take all these eastern and southeastern cities over here. So that's kind of the plan. I'm okay to take this city. I cannot take St. Petersburg unless I'm wrong. Unless I'm wrong about how that works. And the fact that Australia has already lost their capital and Russia's already lost their capital. Doesn't matter, they're still in the game. Their capital's gone, they've lost. I could be wrong about that. But the way I understand it, I have to capture every single capital, and St. Petersburg is still on the menu. So we will see. Otherwise, I would just bypass this one and come back to it, but it's in such a great location to attack. So I don't think I'm going to wait. All right, getting our Pacific Fleet moving again. I think this Russian city all the way up here is going to be the next target. I hope it doesn't give that much of a fit, and it just 1 bomber is enough to kind of collapse the defense. And I guess technically that's what I asked for. I was hoping to do some of the green as well, but that's okay. 2 bombers, and this city's going to be knocked out. Should be able to capture that city this turn. I think we're going to send this carrier due north next turn, see if we can't take out Novo. I don't know how to say that, but that city right there, we'll see. I don't really have a lot of ground units. Once again, we only have 1 tank. So this western front here, I guess my eastern front, but the western part of North America, yeah, it's just kind of slow battling. Because, yeah, I don't have a lot of ground units to do all the dirty work here. That is going to be another Russian city to fall. That's going to be it for that turn. We're going to go to the next turn, and we will be back for more combat. No, Russia. You see the writing on the wall, and yeah, I haven't accepted peace for anybody else. What makes you think you're special? Nothing, buddy. Absolutely nothing. Well, we got a counterattack here, but we kind of saw that coming because it's right up next to the city. Same here. I positioned this guy intentionally here to be right up next to the city. I wanted to see how much damage he'd do if he directly attacked the city. So let's see. We'll do that as well this turn. Alrighty, we can counterattack a lot of different people from the city we just captured from Russia last turn. That is unfortunate. Yeah, there's quite a bit of units here, but they're all weak. They're not really powerful. I'm not too worried about it. Got more barbarians here in Australia. They are still producing them somehow, some way. We're going to be able to capture this city here, as well as use a destroyer to capture this city here. So 2 more cities captured right off the bat in this turn. That is wonderful. There's number 1. And here's number 2. Should be any second now. There it goes. It's taking a sweet time. And city number 2. Cool. Submarines are not within range of anything on land there. So let me pull them back first. Pull you back out here into the ocean, and then we'll upgrade you because you're kind of pointless to me now. There you go. This submarine's going to go north, though. We got 1 city here on the coast. You may be able to do something with next turn. See, we got the missile cruisers also knocking on the door, being within range. We'll go ahead and send you here. We'll send you both there. I think you're both going to be able to help me with that capital next turn. Probably going to need it. And then this aircraft carrier is absolutely going to be within range. We're going to wait to use him until we use all these further away carriers, see what their range is first. Actually, one of those... Oh, man, a lot of bombers have upgrades again. A lot of bombers have upgrades. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's just upgrade you, buddy, and you will be able to complete this mission for me. Looks like... Oh, man, this is tough because there's some barbarians here that I don't want to get involved with, but let's go ahead and do this. We'll move our helicopter north. We're going to open up this city. My God. My God, yes. That is... Oh, I already used that tanker. Okay, so yeah, we're in a little bit of a pickle here. We're going to have to use all of our bombers to take out these barbarians, I think. There's just far too many right now. Far, far, far too many. I'm going to be able to move this rocket artillery piece to the west, but I don't think that's going to help me directly. We can move the carrier slightly closer too. We'll go ahead and move him here in between these two oil deposits in the Gulf of Mexico. There we go. And then, yep, once you sit there, we can use these bombers to try to take these guys out. I mean, I really hate to do it because I feel like I'm helping the Australians, but I'm going to take out 3 barbarian units in one turn. No, I'm not. I'm only going to take out 2. I'm going to leave this one right there. I think he's going to attack the city, and I won't have to worry about him. My helicopter's also within range of the city, so I'd like to gamble. Maybe the city goes after the barbarians versus me. I don't know. We'll see. It's worth the risk. We got a tanker unit here. I don't really know where to send him. That's tough. I guess we'll send him up here. That way we have 2 units on land to take this next capital. And so here's the deal. If I take this next capital, this one right here, whoops, I clicked it, and it says, congratulations, you won, game's over. I'm going to say just one more turn, and I want to capture all these cities. So technically, according to the game, I would have won. But I will keep it going just for the video purposes. I want to capture all of North America. That was kind of my goal. So we'll see what it does. I don't think it's going to say that because there's still that Russian capital out there that I have not captured. So just keep that in mind. Alrighty, with that, we have our 2 bombers that we set aside. We actually probably could have just used them because I got nothing else going on here. Let's see. Let's start bombing this capital here with 1. I'm actually going to use this second one. I should upgrade them, but we're going to send them up north here. The reason being, I got a destroyer right here who can absolutely sidestep and take that city next. So we'll just start loosening up that city. Next turn, probably use all these bombers. Well, I don't know, because they're going to be focused on this city down here. So yeah, we're kind of split. I guess we'll figure it out here shortly. Next turn. This turn is just about over. Just that bomber is going to wrap up here. Both these cities, not a whole lot of defense against my bombers. So yeah, I think they're both going to fall pretty quickly. They may only need one more turn. Actually, I got 2 missile cruiser units within range of this city. So yeah, I may be able to send 1 bomber up here, 1 bomber here, and that'll be enough. I think that's going to be enough. I would bank on it. But all right, we're moving over kind of to the Pacific side of things. That's not going to do a damn thing. So we're just going to put them on defense here. Put you on defense and not worry about you quite yet. So we got a 50-50 decision here. Do we pull our tank, go take Novograd, or I'm probably saying that wrong, just to get it out of the way because it's annoying all the way back here, or do we keep pushing in this direction? I almost want to turn around and go take that city up there because it is kind of bugging me. I won't lie. So we will send our carrier due north, get him staged to take that city. It's probably going to take a couple of turns, but we'll send our tank in that direction. That kind of gives the eastern side, our eastern forces here, a little bit of time to take all those cities out east. Most of the cities remaining on North America are on the eastern half of the continent, so not a big deal. What I probably should have done is use one of these bombers to take that unit out. That way the tank could have gone further, but, you know, I'm not the smartest guy. We'll use these bombers to take out these units all the way over here because they are also going to be in the way. Funny enough, right, because all these bombers over here don't have anything to do because all the cities haven't been unlocked. Never mind, I was going to bomb this unit here, but I just realized he's also within range of this city, which I have unlocked. Actually, both of my bombers are, so sweet. We'll send 2 runs onto this city here. That is good. I don't know if AT crews can capture cities or not. They may be able to. I didn't think they could, but it sure looked like when I tried to attack the city, it was possible. So maybe this guy right here will be able to capture the city. Toowoomba, I think. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I got no clue, to be honest with you. But, all right, that should wrap up the combat for this turn. We will be back. You counterattacked me and then asked for peace. You absolute coward. Yeah, that city's not going to be able to do much against my AT crew. So that's good to know. What the hell? This great engineer can do something. Grants tourism in each of this city's districts equal to its adjacent bonus. Have for gold. I don't know. That's a crazy guy right there. The whole screen lit up. Alrighty, man, moving on to the Atlantic Fleet. The next turn, definitely within range here. Let's go ahead and start. Let's start with our cruisers here. I want to see how much damage these guys can do here. That's going to be number 1, and we'll launch number 2. I think that's going to be enough. We got 2 ground units, too, so oh my gosh, I didn't even need the second one. Now I just feel silly. But that's good. That's going to open up 2 bombers for us off this carrier. I think I'm only going to need 1 all the way up here, so that should be 2 easy cities captured just like that. Yep, there we go. Send you north. And we captured that city, and it did not say victory. So, yes, we are going to need the Russian city of St. Petersburg, currently controlled by Australia. That's good to know. That is absolutely good to know. So 1 capital remains before our complete total domination victory, but we got about 10 cities left. But slowly but surely knocking them off pretty quickly, probably on average 2 to 3 a turn. So hopefully not all that much longer. And these forces are just going to keep going. I'm going to pull my ground forces up, take this city here. Navy can take these 2 cities up here. They're both pretty weak, it looks like, as well. So that'll pretty much wrap it up here. Probably going to be 1 city here in the Midwest, what would be the Midwest. But, yeah, moving quickly, man. Let's just keep our forces going. Submarine can go. We'll park this guy here. I think that submarine's good. I don't think he'll have to go any further. We do have an upgrade. Well, we got a tank. We got a tank. So here's what we can do. Oh, I clicked the wrong button there. All right, didn't hurt me. Send the tank north. Oh, it's going to open up Sydney, too. So 3 cities accessible by the Navy there. That is awesome. I love that. Love to see that. This bomber, I should probably upgrade. But it's within range of 2 cities. We'll attack Sydney. Let's get a run on Sydney here. Australia really did capture most of North America here. I am impressed. They were a powerhouse for quite some time, but obviously that time has passed and there is a new powerhouse. Yep, that bomber will do quite a bit of damage. Well, we captured a builder, and I know I haven't been showing you the building, but there's all this oil in the Gulf of Mexico, so might as well capture it, right? Alrighty. What can we do here? Let's look. Toowoomba, or let's start up here. Let's start with the Pacific Fleet, kind of work our way down. This tank is not going to be anywhere near this Russian city here, so it's going to be at least 1 more turn. But we can upgrade them. So let's go ahead and do that. Our Navy is still sitting, not able to do much. This Russian, or our aircraft carrier will go up here to prepare for this Russian city. Not much they can do yet, unfortunately, either. Their bombers, man, they're not going to be within range of anything, I don't think. Unless I can open up Moscow or something, or unless they are within range of Toowoomba still. I can't believe that. That shocks me. I will admit it, that does shock me. So, yep, we'll send 2 raids down to Toowoomba. And if they are within range of Toowoomba, I have to imagine this carrier here is within range of this city here, and they sure are. So let's get 2 runs on that city while we're at it, although one of their carriers, or sorry, one of their bombers has an upgrade. Preferably, I'd like to do that, but sweet. So we're going to use our Pacific carriers to bomb some cities and help out our Atlantic ground forces, which is nice. I love it when they work together like that. Saves all my Atlantic bombers a mission. May be able to press them a little bit further. I think I'm going to be able to, because I mean, let's look at all the movement we have here. I may be able to use this tank to capture the city and then send the helicopter all the way up here and unlock it, and then my bombers here could attack this city. So we may be able to do a lot of damage this turn. This could be a massive, massive turn here. Oh yeah, we're going to be able to capture this. As long as this AT crew can capture cities, I think we will be okay. I'm not fully confident it can, though. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not going to be. That's a lot of health left. I'm going to need at least 1 more bomber to attack that city, which thankfully, once again, we have right here. So we'll send him up north. We're going to need both bombers, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like this bomber, the other one right there, is going to be needed to capture this city here. I'm actually going to use my land-based one all the way down here before he gets out of range, because he is about to be out of range of a lot of these cities on North America. Australia is pretty powerful civilization, man. It takes about 4 to 5 bombing runs per city, even the smaller cities. So they were pretty dang strong. I will give them credit where credit's due, man. But all right, let's do this. Let's see. Can this tank... Oh, the tank can actually make it all the way up there. So let's use a helicopter. I think they both can make it up north to this city here. Oh, I didn't mean to click you. There we go. That is another Australian city captured. Can I capture this city with the AT crew? It looks like it. Yeah. It is sure looking like it. We sure can. There you go. That's 2 more Australian cities down. We still have a couple of bombers here, folks. Let's go ahead and send our tanker up north. Unlock that city up there. We can now use our bomber here. We can do a first run and then a second run. So we'll get 2 runs on the city. I don't think I'm going to be able to capture it. These Australian cities. And this is the biggest Australian city left. So I definitely don't think I'm going to be able to capture it. But getting 2 runs on that city and a tank within range, that is a big, big, big victory. This helicopter is going to be within range of Moscow, actually. I may be able to use these Pacific carriers for Moscow next turn. That could be good. That could be really good for us. Yeah, 2 bombers, and that didn't do a lot of damage at all. That is kind of disappointing. But it's a pretty big city, so, I mean, it makes sense. But I guess we will be back once I complete a little bit of building here. Yep, that's going to be it for this turn. We'll be back next turn for more combat. A whole lot of counterattacks this turn, but none of it's doing a whole lot of damage. My estimates were wrong. There was about 15 cities remaining on this continent last turn. Now we're down to, I think, 11 or 12. Because you got 1, 2, 3 right there. 4, probably 5 hidden here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, actually. Okay, it's an even 10. I overestimated now, but we are getting there, man. Still averaging about 2 to 3 cities per turn, and I think that's going to be about what we get this turn as well. I don't think this tank's going to be within range of Novigrad, but for some reason, it's opened up. That's kind of weird. So I wonder if I can bomb it this turn, even though the tank's not there. Because I don't think it was opened up like that last turn. That is strange. Maybe it's because I moved the carrier right there. I think it is. I didn't realize the carrier could see over those mountains. Oh, that's funny. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 11 turns went by that slowly. I was going to say quickly, but it took a while. Our bomber that we've been producing is finally done. So we have a third fully loaded aircraft carrier here in the Pacific Ocean, and it is now officially heading eastward to join the battle. But honestly, I don't even think we're going to need the carrier. I think we're just going to need the planes. We could probably rebase the planes in a turn, because yeah, the carrier's just about out of range. I mean, it's probably going to be fine. I guess we can keep them in the carrier, but yeah, these carriers are fighting pretty far inland now. So we are probably going to have to move some of these jet bombers to cities or land-based air bases or something like that. But yeah, we're going to be able to attack the city. I think one bomber is going to get it done. Yeah, this tank's still probably a good turn or two out, but that is okay. I think, yeah, that's all we're going to need. Oh, yeah, not even close. So this other bomber here, I think is going to be out of range. Let's see. Is he going to be in range of anything? He might be in range of this city here, but I don't have any units to open up that city, so that's kind of the problem. Same with Moscow here. Well, let's see. Let's use these two bombers here. Let's, gosh, I know they have upgrades. Okay, we'll actually upgrade one of them. Oh, they both have upgrades. Okay, we'll use one. Upgrade one, use one. See if I can take this city this turn. I don't know if I'll be able to, because I think some of these bombers have upgrades as well now. Oh, this one doesn't. So, yep, he can attack. What about this guy? This guy does, so we'll go ahead and upgrade him. All right, we were able to upgrade that guy. We still have two bombers in this carrier here, so let's use one. I'm hoping this is the one that finally completely gets rid of all the defenses here. I may need both of them. I have a plan here. I have a really good plan, actually. I think I'm going to do something a little bit different than what I originally stated. Let's see how much damage that'll do. Oh, that's close. No, not going to be enough, though. So, yeah, we're going to have to use every single bomber. Thankfully, that one doesn't have an upgrade, so we can use them. Sweet. Now, with that, we'll be able to capture that city. I wasn't fully confident. We're going to move this AT crew north into Moscow and actually open up Moscow so that this bomber over here, the remaining bomber, can attack Moscow. So you'll see once this AT crew moves, there you go. Moscow's going to be opened up. We can actually get a mission into Moscow now. There we go. That is great news. And that way, the helicopter, I can heal for a turn. I'd like to heal him because I was going to send the helicopter up there, but I prefer to heal him. So, yep, this city should fall. That'll be one. I don't think I'm going to do a lot of damage here in Moscow. Oh, wow. Wow, we're going to completely wipe Moscow's defenses there. Okay, I did a lot more damage than I thought I would. Sweet. That's always good. Yeah, if I didn't upgrade that one bomber, man, that city would have fallen. Looks like next turn, this city's primed and ready to fall. As long as the tank can get there. I'm still not sure. It may be 2 turns out still. I'm not entirely sure. Let's go ahead and confirm capture. With that, oh, we got an AT crew trying to counter us in that city. I do not like that. Should be it for all these guys down here. Let's move up to here. I think the first big thing is, once again, just moving our troops, moving our ships, sorry, into this little sea here. I actually don't know the name of that sea, funny enough. I feel like I should know it, but it's not coming to mind for some reason. So I apologize for that. Yep, keep moving all these folk up in that direction. We can move our carrier all the way up to the shoreline now. Get a couple extra tiles of range for him. With that, our tank's still within range of Sydney. I almost want to move our tank one north. Oh, wait a minute. Let's move this guy within range of Sydney. Let's move this guy one north. Yes, that is the play right there. That way we can use our bombers. Hopefully attack Hobart first. I'd like to knock out Hobart right now. Probably also take Sydney via ground troops and then just leave these 2 cities for the Navy. Because I don't want to overextend the Navy. I don't know if we're going to have enough bombers, though. We got an upgrade. Yeah, let's just go ahead and upgrade them. All right, might as well. We're not in any rush here. Obviously going to win this war. Might as well upgrade the guys as we're going. We're going to move this artillery piece north. Yep, there's that city I've been trying to find. officially within range. The Great Lakes, getting close to home for me here. Here we go, and yep, you cannot move. How many turns does it say? 3 turns, so technically 2, because this turn's over. So, yep, still 2 turns away from taking this Russian city. Such an annoying place to put a city. I mean, that's defensively really good. If you imagine they had some artillery pieces and stuff to kind of slow me down, or anti-aircraft, man, that'd be a pretty OP city defense-wise, but production-wise, it wouldn't have much. So that's kind of the trade-off there. Some counterattacks once again, but nothing fancy. We'll be back next turn for our offensive. Wait a minute. Now it's saying 1 turn. Okay, the tank can officially take Novograd. That's what I'm calling it. I don't think that's what it's pronounced, but I call it what I want. I'm winning the war. You know what? We're going to rename it, all right? If that's not how it's pronounced, we will rename it to make it how I want it to be pronounced. No, but there we go. That Russian city is done. We can move our carrier here to the southeast. Get it within range a little bit more. Let's start off with these 2 carriers here. Of course, one of them has an upgrade. Or these 2 bombers here. Sorry, I keep mixing up my words. But yep, we're going to be able to get 1 more on Moscow. Probably 2 more. Oh, we don't need 2 more on Moscow. Never mind. We only need 1. Moscow's already almost completely wiped out. So yep, Moscow should fall. That'll be 2 Russian cities this turn. There we go. Our AT crew on the move. Going to be able to knock that out for us. That is just wonderful. Let's go ahead and leave St. Petersburg alone. Because once again, that is the final capital. I cannot attack it. I really want to, but we're going to leave it alone for now. Let's take this helicopter, fully upgraded now, move him all the way over to here. It's going to be 2 turns out, so even if I could capture that city, I can't really reach it. Or sorry, if I bomb the city and I drain all its health, I can't quite reach it. I'm going to use my artillery piece to actually take out that AT crew to try to weaken them. I think that would be a great idea. Tank-wise, what can we do here? We can move our tank all the way up to this city here, and that will open up this aircraft carrier. Oh, did I already use them all? No, I didn't. Okay, that's what I thought. Be able to use that aircraft carrier's bombers to finally attack this city. Should have 2 of them, and I do, and we will use 2 of them. So there we go. That city can't be taken this turn either, but it'll be close. It'll be primed and ready for next turn. That's great. Shift and focus over here to the Atlantic side of things. I think first and foremost, it's time to officially rebase this gentleman here. Move him right there. I like that idea. This guy should be able to bomb this city here to open things up. And just watching this city, all the defenses are gone. It is just a matter of time. My modern armor is out of movement points, so that is what's preventing me from moving forward with capturing that city. This city is the first bombing run on it. First of possibly 3. I don't know how much damage that's going to do. Maybe do all 3. I may only need 2. But once again, the helicopter out of movement point's not going to be able to do anything, so it doesn't really do much for us. But 2 cities primed and ready to fall next turn. That's great. That's always good. Oh yeah, that city is absolutely wiped. This unit could technically take it, but let's see. Can I reach that northern city? Is the question. Can I reach Sydney? I can reach Sydney. See, I want this unit to take Sydney. So let's use that bomber, send him all the way up north there. Try to take Sydney. I have 2 more bombers here. Maybe, I think I'm going to be able to take Sydney this turn, but I'm not sure about Hobart. It would be really cool to take both, but I don't think we will be able to. No. We'll see how much a 3rd bombing run does on Sydney here. While they're going, let's go ahead and move our ships closer into position here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Found a barbarian outpost up there, but I can't really be bothered. Yeah, we're going to need that last bomber here to try to take the city of Sydney. That city has a lot of defense. I am shocked. Australia, man, they are tough. They are a tough civ. I see why all these other civs were having trouble against them, man. Their defense is just astronomical. You know, if taking 4 or 5 bombers a turn, that's unlike any other civ I'm fighting right now. But luckily, we have like 20 bombers, so that doesn't really matter. Sydney's going to fall. That is good. Officially cut off these 2 cities up here. This city should be falling. Both of these cities should be falling pretty dang soon. I mean, the Navy's almost there, so I have to imagine the Navy's going to level them here pretty quickly. There we go, and that city's officially going to be opened up. So I can see it. Let's see, any other movement I have? No, I think that's going to be it for movement this turn. We'll just worry about upkeep, production and stuff, and we will be back. Well, already we're back a little bit sooner, and we're going to do what I said I'm going to do. We are actually probably just going to rebase those 2 carriers into cities on land. And I may just keep that aircraft carrier right there Yeah, let's send him to Moscow. I like that. We'll send him there too. We'll keep this carrier right here in case I get another bomber or I buy another bomber. I could just move him back a tile or two, rebase to the carrier, move him forward a tile or two, and then rebase. This is just a way faster way to get planes to and from Asia to North America, essentially. That's kind of what I'm going for here. So just know those 2 bombers will now be on land and not on the carrier. Yep, another counterattack from Hobart, but it's not going to do much. Very weak city. Alrighty, it is the next turn, and let's capture this city to start things off, get things going. We have a Russian warrior here. I don't care. Russia should be eliminated. Yeah, I was going to say that is their last turn. So there's Russia. It is now a 2v1. We are getting down to it, man. It is crunch time. I think it's going to be a 1v1 against me in Australia to end it, obviously, because St. Petersburg is that last city I'd like to capture. We're not done capturing cities, though. So here we go. We got another one right here. We're going to be able to use that artillery piece to capture or knock out that barbarians. Oh, nope. The barbarian's gone. I'm launching missiles into outer space. That was kind of wonky how that just went down, but we're winning, so well. We'll take it, man. Move our Navy in here. Let's see. Can my submarine reach it from there? It sure can. So we'll do a ranged attack to open things up there. Yeah, that destroyer's going to have to move a little bit. We'll move him right down there. Upgrade him, actually. He has an upgrade, so that's a perfect time to do it. Heal outside of friendly territory. That's a great upgrade. These guys are going to be 1 turn away still. Not quite within range, but that's okay. Oh, my goodness. I don't think we're going to need the Navy. I mean, let's see. Let's use our bombers first. No, nope. Oh, shoot. You go ahead and go to sleep. Hey, you go to sleep. I will come back to you, West Coast. Let's focus over here first. Let's use these 2 bombers. First and foremost, we'll use this bomber first. Let's open it up, try to attack this city. I may be able to capture 2 cities this turn. I think Hobart's going to give me a fit is the only problem. I don't know if I'm going to be able to capture that one quite yet, but dang it. I don't know. I probably should have bombed Hobart there. Let the Navy handle this city here, now that I think about it, because I'm kind of splitting my bombers up. Yeah, I'm going to be able to capture that city, but I don't think we'll be able to take Hobart now. But I guess it doesn't matter. I would have been able to capture one city either way. It doesn't really matter which one. We'll capture the other one next turn. One more bomber here. Go ahead and send him here to Hobart. I mean, we may be able to. Let's see. It's going to be close. I don't think so. Yeah, that's close. That tank might be able to do it, man. That tank is damn close. Yeah, I don't have any more bombers within range right now. If I move my carrier out to the east a little, it may be within range. I think we just wait. Nah, let's do it. Let's be aggressive. I think we take it. I think we absolutely take that. Oh, yeah, there it is. Captured Hobart. I'm glad we just went for it, man. Because now I can move the tank out west, and then we can just full force these cities over there. That's awesome. That was a big win right there. Kind of risky. If I would have lost, I wouldn't really lost anything except time. So that is the big difference there. Did I capture 4 cities this turn? I sure did. Holy cow, we are on a roll, man. I think we may be able to end this next turn. Oh my God, I didn't realize we're that close. There may be a 3rd city here, but I mean, there's only 2 left that I see. I think there's going to be a 3rd down here. There has to be, right? So maybe not next turn, but 2 turns away from ending this is my guess. I mean, the amount of bombers and units we have, holy cow. We are on the move. All right, I will be back next turn. Because, yeah, I think that's going to be it for the combat. No, it's not. It's not it for the combat. I'm going to move. I forgot. I still have some Western forces here. I'll move the AT crew within St. Petersburg. Let's start getting bombs on St. Petersburg. Right, I don't want to waste any turns. Get 2 bombers there. Or 2 ground-based bombers. Do I have any units that can move? No, I don't believe so. Yeah, that is going to be it for all my ground units. I was trying to open up this area here and try to get a bomber mission there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. We'll go ahead and rebase this guy a little bit closer, because why the hell not? Right? There's nothing standing between us and them. This carrier, he's going to be able to attack St. Petersburg. We'll send both of his guys. St. Petersburg's going to be completely out of health, just ready to be taken whenever we want to walk in, I guess. And then these 2 guys, let's... well, I actually got an upgrade on one of them, so we'll go ahead and upgrade. And I'll probably rebase the other one onto land as well. I think the days of using these carriers are just about over. We're getting so far inland. It's crazy to me. You can have a carrier sitting out in the Pacific Ocean. You can bomb all the way damn near into the Midwest. I mean, that's Canada, obviously. That would be Canada all the way up here. But, I mean, that's like north of Montana, right? From a carrier. That's kind of obnoxious, but all right, let's check that last bomber here. There he is. Let's rebase you. Yeah, we'll send you all the way up north. That's a good place. Sweet, man. I'll see you next turn. It may be it. 1 or 2 more turns. We're getting down to it. Well, I was actually able to move this tank down, and I open up this city, and I feel dumb because I just rebased all my bombers, so I actually can't do anything because I already used all their movement points. But that's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it. Alrighty, we are back for that next turn. Let's go ahead and move our navy within range here so we can open up all 3 cities. Let's actually just open up with an attack here on this city to start things off. Let's move both these cruisers within range. We already have a destroyer within range, so we could probably just let this guy sit there. I'm not too worried about him. Yep, let's launch our attacks from the cruisers. This is just saving us bombers, so we don't have to use our bombers here. That's going to help us out. Now, these last... Well, we've already bombed the hell out of St. Petersburg, so I'm not too worried about this. But this last fully healed or full health Australian city is probably going to take, you know, a good 4 bombers. So every bomber we can save is good. We're going to be able to capture the city. That's another one down. Another one bites the dust here. Down to 2 cities. It's going to be a 1v1 now. This is the last city for them. It's going to be me and Australia. Comes down to the 2 powerhouses. The civilization that I was most concerned about for a good chunk of this Let's Play is the last one alive. It's not going to be competitive. I mean, it's 2 city versus probably 150 city about, but not a big deal. It is just a matter of time, like I've been saying. Let's start with these 2 bombers here. Let's unload on these 2 cities. If there are any upgrades, I'm going to ignore them for this turn. I think I'm going to need every single bomber I can get my hands on. I should have well over 10 bombers within range of these last 2 cities. St. Petersburg's already been just about leveled. So I can't imagine that this is going to go on for another turn. I think this is it, man. Final turn, turn 1013. That is what it is looking like. And yep, we are definitely going to need at least 1 or 2 more bombers. I'm going to send 2, just to be safe. We got plenty of bombers. Well, there you go. Completed all the bombing runs there. I think that's going to be it for this city, and it sure is. It looks like this helicopter is going to be able to take it. If the helicopter can't take it, we got a tank within range. And nope, we are easily going to be able to take it. No doubts about that. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. Let's end it off here with a modern AT unit. Should be able to take St. Petersburg. This is the final city, the final capital. And there you go. Win a regular game as Theodore Roosevelt. That is going to populate. I've never done that. I play America a lot, yet I've never won before. That is impressive.
Throughout the ages. History is written from the hand of the victor. By your actions this day, you ensure our people a glorious tomorrow.
Holy thumbnail at the end. No, I'm just kidding. I'm probably going to do that, dude, just for, I don't know, that was pretty cool. Hell yeah, man. Domination victory. It took 7 episodes. I mean, this probably took me upwards of over 20 hours of recording. If you guys like the series, absolutely means a lot if you hit the like button, subscribe, leave a positive comment, or constructive, criticism. I've gotten quite a bit of feedback. It's like, hey, man, it'd be a little bit better if you did this. And I've been trying to listen, man. I do appreciate that. If it's just straight up hate, obviously I'm not going to listen to it. But, we've been pretty good. Not a lot of major haters so far. I had a lot of fun, man. I absolutely love Civilization. Not the greatest at it, but I have fun playing it. I love the strategy. I love the combat side of things. I know maybe we should go for like a science victory or something next. I feel like that could be fun. As a different civilization, just try to win as every civ. That could be fun. Maybe a different map. But that's it, man. That was the movie we just watched. Let's look at some rankings and graphs, I guess. I don't even know. I have achieved the level of Augustus Caesar. Holy shit. So that's the top up there. Okay. Well, I imagine, yeah, if you capture the entire world, right? That has to be. Here's going to be a fun one, man. Buildings constructed. We'll just go by one. I always like checking these graphs. You can see about halfway through is when I, started going to war, started capturing cities, and obviously more cities, more buildings you can construct. Cities captured. Here you go once again. Look at that. You can see right here is when we started fighting. I mean, let's try to think back, right? Our neighbors started fighting our neighbors, started fighting Australia probably right there. Right here's probably when we made landfall into Africa, the Middle East. We invaded our, gosh dang it, who were they? The Western neighbor. I can't remember who it was, Greece or there's somebody in Asia. There's a couple civs in Asia, mid-Asia. We attacked probably right there. We tried to make peace for a little bit. And then from right there, a bunch of people declared war on us. And that was basically the second African and then ended up being the European war. I just kept going. Took a long break. Long break. I think that was, ooh, I can't remember if that was between, I take that back. I think the full-on African war was right here. And I think this was between the North and South American war. So right here, I think was between the Asian, European versus the African war. So I was at war with all of Asia and Europe. Had a long break, built up my forces, invaded Africa, had a shorter break, invaded the Americas, because I mean you can just see the skyrocketing of cities here. I think this was Africa because we steamrolled Africa. This one here was a little bit more competitive, not by much, but I mean just look at everybody else. I mean it's not even close. This is every other civilization down here on the bottom, not even close. Cities founded. Now, this will be a fun one. A little bit harder to see me here. I think this is me all the way down here. I did not found a lot of cities. If you guys remember, I did not found a whole lot of cities at all. So yeah, we were very low on this, but capturing did pretty good. Cities lost. Yep. Here you go. Here's how you can tell who I was at war with here. Montezuma, yes, the Aztecs. Peter, Russia. Russia was getting dominated by Australia the same time I was dominating the Aztecs. There you go. Gilgamesh, yes, that's who I went at war with next. I definitely remember that one. Pedro down here, I was not at war with him. Gandhi, look at Gandhi. Gandhi lost all of his cities almost immediately. One fell swoop. I mean, that is crazy. Look at that. That's like only a couple of turns that Gandhi got knocked out in. And then just everybody else I started declaring war on. Just immediate, man. That is crazy. I love these graphs. These are always fun to look at. Great people earning stuff. Not too worried about. Number of combatants. There you go. There's another graph that just tells you everything you need to know about how dominant we were. You know, another fun one. Let's look at player gold. Oh my God. You can see me get all this gold, spend it all, get a bunch of good, spend it all, get a bunch of good, spend it. It's just, look at this, dude. My highs, even my average all the way down here was well above the rest of the other players in gold wise. That's a fun one. That is a fun one. I like that. Player science. How are we doing with science? This one I'm curious about for Australia. Who is that? John Curtin. Yeah, here it is. Right when we were concerned about his technology, look at that. He is the only guy that surpassed us late game. And I don't know what happened there. If that's because we went to war and I started damaging his districts, but he kind of capped there. He didn't gain anything. And then he actually went down. That's probably when we were attacking him, to be honest, right there when he went down. I'm not sure. I mean, we shot up. Once we got going, man, it would not stop. I think it definitely pays off to be a warmonger. Total cities destroyed, not a lot, because no one really destroyed any cities there. Let's see, religions founded. I don't really care. We weren't doing a religious thing. Units killed. My goodness, man. Look at us. 150. Killed over 150. I mean, we're knocking on the door 200. That's a lot. That is, man, we are terrible. Units lost. Well, we were number 1 in units killed. We are bottom by a mile in units lost. So not only were we a dominant offensive power, but we protected our own. We took care of our guys. You know, we weren't using them as sacrifices. We weren't using the old method of just wall of man. Just keep sending them. It's use your bodies, man. We're just going to overwhelm them in just amount, not power. Just you kill one unit, there's 5 more, right? We didn't do that. We took care of our guys. That's good. I'm proud of that one. War declarations received. Now, this is interesting, okay? This is war declarations received. So people declaring war on me, and I have to assume this also includes city-states. Maybe I'm wrong, but right out of the gate, man, I am one of the first people declared war on. I mean, look at that. I shoot up. I am consistently the most declared war on. Now, the second half here is probably city-states because I'm declaring war on other people, right? But, you know, early game, I was very peaceful. And the fact I was one of the most declared war on, that's kind of annoys me a little bit. Wars declared, obviously, yeah, same thing. Late game, I went on a warmongering spree, so Not shocked there, but that's pretty much it for all the graphs, man. I love looking at the graphs. I think those are awesome. Buildings constructed is nuts. That's a fun one. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, man. I'm going to stop rambling. That was an absolute blast. Hey, let me know if you guys want to see more Civilization, what type of Civilization you want to see. Hey, and if you made it this far, let me know your review on Civilization 7. If you've played Civilization 7, you've made it to the end of the video. Once again, I appreciate that. But let me know if you've played Civ 7. Civ 7, I've heard not a lot of great things about. I know they changed the UI and stuff, but I am contemplating maybe doing something like this on Civ 7. So let me know what you guys think about that. I wouldn't hate to branch out. I want to do Civ 5. Civ 5 is still probably to this day my favorite Civilization of all time. The only problem is I have a hell of a time trying to record it. My OBS, my PC, do not want me to record Civ 5, so I'm going to have to figure that out. But I'm having a blast here on Civ 6. Holy cow, we got it done. We're officially 1-1. We've won one of these. We've lost one of these. Let's move on to like a science victory or something. That could be a lot of fun. But all right, man, I'm going to stop rambling. I will catch you guys in the next one. Holy cow.